We are here live at twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live. I'm your host, Phil. Of course, this is Improv Donut, and we got some friends, some usuals you see around here every so often. We're going to go around the table and introduce ourselves. Of course, returning, as always, is my lovely friend.
Boom, returning champ of Tito's. It's me.
That's right. He
Tito.
won the championship of Tito's.
I had to kill a lot of Tito's.
It's true.
Not as many as you would think. There's not a lot of us in the world.
Not anymore. Now there's only one.
Can I tell you what works really well?
No.
Sneak up behind somebody, tap on their shoulder, and then be on the other side when they turn around.
That's hilarious. We also got Nick on this other side here. How's it going, Nick?
Good. One of the many Nicks out there.
One of the many Nicks.
And I'm fine with that.
Okay,
I get along with all of them.
You know where to, you know your place.
I'm a lover. I don't knock them off. I just
You don't.
I'm a lover, not a murderer.
I befriend them.
You befriend them, and then you betray their trust. Their
Yeah.
trust.
Tust?
Their trust.
Right.
And then you...
Eventually.
Yes. You'll get to
Eventually.
that point.
I'll
And of
catch you
course,
all.
returning again, this is what, like your second or third time?
My second. So
Second time.
Don't have too much faith in me just yet.
We
Just,
don't.
yeah, we're working on it. But anyway,
carry the show. What are you kidding?
we got Megan here. How's it going, Megan?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are
Oh,
you?
nice.
Cool. How's it been? She's was part of the student improv team, STEAM.
Ooh.
Which
Now
we've
I'm
all been
just
a part of.
regular student.
No,
so
she's just a regular student.
I've
She's not
fallen from grace. And
That's true. How does it
Oh,
feel
it
to not
hurts
have
when that
a...
happens.
Yeah.
a little bit. I'm a little
Yeah.
cocky in class. Like that's not how I did it in
Yeah.
STEAM.
And STEAM, this would have passed over in STEAM.
Let me tell you about this guy, Harold.
Yeah, I tell you, he's a motherfucker. Anyway, so we're going to need a lot of suggestions from you, the Twitch audience, if you're out there. If not, we have our lovely producer. I don't know if you want to say hi or not. Alicia. What up? He said hi, and then he gave me the tubular sign, so he's pretty cool. Anyway, so we're going to get some
Loves
suggestions,
Michael,
and we're going to do a lot of little short improv games for you. This first thing we want to do is we actually want to tell you a story that's never been told before, and all we need from you, the audience, or a producer, is the title of that story. Can I get a title of a story that you've always wanted to hear but does not exist? Something like The Caterpillar and the Butterfly, or The Willow Fell on My Car, or...
The Orphan Timothy.
The Orphan Timothy is a suggestion. We are now going to tell you the story of the Orphan Timothy. And of course, we're going to start with chapter 1, The Orphan Timothy.
The lid of the dumpster popped open. Timothy's face appeared. It was sunlight. He had slept through the night. He had avoided the rainstorm, and he had a chance to go out there and find some food before any other orphans found the food first. He slowly pulled himself up out of the trash can because he was a small
boy, but he was spry. He didn't need any help climbing out of the dumpster. He didn't need any help from anybody. He was an orphan, damn it, and he was a damn good one. He surveyed the scene, put his finger up, and knew exactly where the food was going to be. He started, slowly at first, marching towards the food. He could smell it. It was rotten.
It was right next to a bakery, but it was spaghetti. How could that be? Bakeries don't serve spaghetti. It was a miracle. This rotten, fly-infested, maggot-infested spaghetti was made just for him. He knew it was special, and he knew he wanted to eat it all. Every last delicious maggot-filled bite would be just a taste of
wonder and joy, because it was his first meal of the day, the most important meal of the day. Maggot-filled spaghetti for breakfast. He knew that was going to energize him on his quest
to get satiated. And so he did eat the spaghetti. And then about an hour and a half later, his stomach felt really, really bad. He started vomiting violently, and he fell on the sidewalk. A car that was driving by saw this poor mangy kid vomit and spill over and put on the brakes. Out stepped a man.
And it looked just like Daddy Warbucks. He knew that this was his Annie dream come true.
Aww. That's very nice. That was a beautiful chapter 1 of The Orphan Timothy. And of course, we're going to go ahead and skip to a few chapters, through a few chapters, and we're going to go all the way to chapter 13 and continue the story of The Orphan Timothy.
Daddy Warbucks tightened the chains around Timothy's ankles. Again in the basement, he thought to himself, I was better off in the dumpster eating maggots for breakfast. This sweatshop situation was not working for him.
More! Shouted Daddy Warbucks as he crapped the spaghetti whip against Timothy's back. Sew those pockets on those jeans faster. Timothy had had enough. He balled up the jeans.
And he got all the courage in his mouth to say, "You're not Daddy Warbucks. Your daddy horse sucks." And that's when
Daddy Horsucks, formerly known as Daddy Warbucks, lost his cool. He pulled
the jeans that had been balled up and hitting him in the face just moments earlier, and he stretched them out, and he approached Timothy and slowly but surely wrapped the sweatshop jeans around his throat.
Daddy, no, I can't breathe, Daddy.
Timothy reached for Daddy Warbucks' left pocket. In there, he knew he carried a switchblade. He pulled the switchblade out. With the last of his strength, he flicked it open, and he drove it straight up over Warbucks'
nose. That was the closest he could reach with his tiny little orphan hands. And eventually he worked his way up to his eye. And he was going to get that brain with that knife if it was the last thing he could do.
All right. That took a violent turn. This is young adult fiction right here. Oh, sorry. It gets pretty intense. So for the past 13 chapters, he's been working in a sweatshop. That must have been a fun read. Awesome. So that was great. But now, of course, every story has to come to its end. And we're going to come to the conclusion of the orphan named Timothy. And, of course, that conclusion is going to be on the last chapter, chapter 45.
The police commissioner was standing at the podium. There were a throng of people gathered around as he called Timothy Julius's name to please come forward and accept the public servant plaque of finally apprehending and murdering the San Francisco serial killer, Daddy Warbucks.
Timothy approached the podium, but because he was small in stature, he could not see the crowd in front of him. They dropped the microphone down, and he thanked them for their faith and belief and questioned society's just casting children to the side.
And in the audience, he felt that someone else had felt the same experience. A curly-haired, redheaded girl that he thought he would not see until tomorrow. And when the sun will come out, it'll come out tomorrow.
Tomorrow, tomorrow, the sun will come out.
Today. So, this little red-haired girl, I can't remember her name, Timothy thought to himself, but he felt this attraction. They huddled under the podium as the press cameras and flashes were shooting. They embraced. And little peck on the cheek, felt connected for the first time in their lives.
Beautiful, everyone, beautiful. And that was, of course, the story of Timothy, the orphan, who it just turns out he was winning the affection of some redheaded girl. And then just made out, or just had a little kiss on the cheek under the podium during a press conference.
13 chapters of slave shop was worth it.
No, it was pretty hardcore.
Hardcore.
You know what? We'll actually give there was actually a moral to this story we can do, and we're going to tell that one word at a time. And the moral of this story is...
Don't
ever
Sell
your
children
to
the
orphanage
in
Hoboken.
There we go. So if you're in Hoboken, you know what to look out for.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take them out of state.
Stay out.
All right. Who's doing the next scenelet?
Me and Nick.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, now you're hosting?
I'm
hosting?
hosting?
Which I still need practice on.
Yeah, worries.
They didn't
Don't
teach
ever
me
let
this in Steam.
Don't
That's
ever
true.
let the audience know, Megan.
Oh, I mean, I'm on top of my game tonight.
We'll edit that out. Don't worry.
So this game is Ding or New Choice because we
Mhm.
don't have a bell.
It's true.
Yes.
You are the bell. so.
I can imitate a bell pretty well.
Okay.
So we are going to create a story with our 2 actors. And in the middle of the story, I will say Ding or New Choice, and they will have to give us a new option to move the story along. Is that helpful?
Mm-hmm.
Did I sum it up well?
Yeah, pretty much. We
Okay.
can give an example if you'd like to.
I can?
Oh, we can.
Oh, you can.
Mhm.
Yes, I will allow you to do that.
Thank you.
So,
I
for
appreciate
example,
that.
it might look like... No? Okay.
Oh, thank you for interrupting. What was that?
Trying to
So
get-
it might look something like this. I have a cat.
Ding,
I have a dog.
ding.
I have a fear of drowning in an undersized swimming pool.
I'll take it.
Like good enough. Okay. If you want to get us a suggestion, we'll go ahead and start this thing.
Can we get a suggestion for a setting?
Sure. Whatever you
Sure.
want.
Let's go for a setting. I'm just a player. I don't know how to host.
No
whatever.
worries.
Don't let them smell your fear.
Suggestion, please.
For setting,
For setting.
second date, third bottle of wine, third glass of wine.
Ooh, I've
Ooh.
had
Easy
this
one.
setting many times.
Second date.
Third glass.
Third
Nope,
bottle
bottle.
of wine. You know, Jake, I really appreciate you taking me out here again. This is really nice.
Yeah, I just like to, I like the ferns.
Ding.
I like the smells of flowers wafting into the dining room.
Ding.
I like the waitresses. They're scantily clad. It gets me excited.
Oh, wow. I just love your open and honesty. I mean, just, you told me that you're a womanizer, and I appreciate that.
Ding.
I love you.
Ding.
What is in this salad? My God. Is this walnuts?
Actually, those are almonds.
Oh, my gosh. Another nut.
Yeah,
This
and
is so good.
I like what they do with the. They do like a cranberry vinaigrette.
Oh, my gosh. That's what I'm tasting.
Cranberries are aphrodisiac.
Oh,
actually.
wow. I like that.
Yeah,
you
you
you're
should
just
d-
so open and honest.
Ding.
You're just so honest and open.
Ding.
You're just full of potpourri. I love that you shoved that all in your shirt so you smell
Yeah,
nice
well,
for me.
it's I'm allergic to deodorant.
Uh-huh.
It makes me break out in pimples, and
Oh.
it makes me turn into a homicidal maniac. And so
Wow.
I didn't want to really turn on you. So I
I appreciate
the
that.
potpourri is my way of
Oh my God.
showing that I really
That's
care
so great.
about you.
I mean, do you mind if we order another bottle of wine?
No, let's do that.
I'd love to do that because I'm feeling such a strong connection. I think tonight might be the night.
the night.
The night. Where we go to your place and make out.
Ding.
Where we go to your place and warm up some stew.
Ding.
I was hoping that I could rearrange your furniture with feng shui.
I would love that because, sometimes I come out here and I drink 3 bottles of wine by myself.
Oh, wow.
And I stare and ogle the waitresses, and then I go home alone.
Uh-huh.
And I walk in and I'm always knocking into the sofa. Or I'm always like vomiting on my shoes because I can't.
You just had all that wine.
I had all that wine, and then I come into my apartment, and it doesn't feel right. So
yeah. Well, what? I'm going to go ahead and help you with that. It looks like, I would love to make this Facebook official.
Ding.
I would love to Twitter about this right now.
Ding.
If we could just make a porn with Snapchat, that would be excellent for me.
And see.
That was a beautiful romantic scene. Like I had 3 bottles of wine by himself and then just throws up.
What a productive date.
Yeah.
I mean, if only they all were that productive.
Yeah, yeah.
They all
I
ended
think
in
I love
Snapchat
that you're
porn.
okay
Yeah.
with the waitress thing.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people
It's
are
fine.
not,
Yeah.
turned off by that.
Yeah, no, I'm progressive. So
He's
I'm
the
a
girl for
progressive.
you, I
That's
can tell.
right. I am.
Yeah.
All right, Tito, take us away.
All right, folks. right now, what we're going to do is
The old-timey pitch.
I know. You use that when you're like trying to remember the next few words in your brain. You got to really get that hamster moving.
Improv tip
Ooh,
101.
ooh. Playing a little piece called Slogan. We're very excited to bring it to you because we have in front of you crackpot ad marketers. They can create a product slogan and sell it to you with the ease of a flick of the wrist. We'll show you. We'll give you an example. Okay? All I need from you is a product that you would find in the Sears catalog. You know, something like a weather vane.
Elastics.
What was that?
We're going way back.
We're going back to the thing.
Jeans.
Callback.
Jeans.
Jeans.
Yeah.
Jeans.
Mean jeans, green jeans. That's right. They're mean jeans, personal green jean.
Quick jeans that are quick to get off.
Roll-up jeans for when you want to wade through the water.
Jeans that are green jeans, not
Oh, no. Already said it. So he literally said that exact phrase. It was reversed.
I got locked in my head.
You get a hand up. Okay, somebody gets 2 hands up, they're out of here.
Gotta be out real soon.
Let's keep going. I need another product, an item, a weather vane, or like a welcome mat, or a brick, maybe a
A
fern.
water hose.
A hose. Great hose.
Hose for those hoes that need to water their lawn.
Goddamn.
Nose hose when you're congested and you don't want to use
Dirty hose. That's right. It's covered in mud and it shoots out even more.
Bros hose, man, when you're hanging out the frat house.
Clothes hose when you've had an accident in your clothes and just
Who knows? No, hose knows. That's right. It reads the future when you spray a letter into the wall. You just spray it, and instantly it'll give you the answer to a yes or no question.
Strike a pose hose when you're out at the nightclub and you're trying to impress on the dance floor. You're swinging that hose around.
boat hose to clean your boats.
Hair hose when you've just got to keep it out of your face.
Joe's hose. Joe Rogan here.
Paper hose doesn't work that well.
Raper hose when you want to keep.
Rape whistle hose for when the raper hose comes around.
Fireman's hose.
Police toes hose.
Okay, you get a hand up. Moving on. All right, guys. Another
Rape
product.
whistle ho-
Maybe
rape
We've got a
hose.
suggestion from Princess Leia, cheese grater.
cheese grater. Ooh, cheese grater.
Fancy cheese grater. Hello, I'm an elegant man and I need to grate.
Foot cheese grater for that gross stuff on your feet.
Fader's cheese grater when things are too bright. You need to just back it off.
Fate grate. When you aren't sure of your future, just grate the paint
The
away.
Raider cheddar fader cheese
You get
grater.
a hand up. Okay. Where was
I
that
totally
going?
I forgot what the product was. Halfway through.
All right, we need another suggestion. Again, a spatula, or perhaps a can of Cool Whip,
Cool whip.
or a cabinet, or a
Orange
kitchen
juice.
door. Orange juice. Orange juice. There we go.
Orange juice for when you're thirsty.
Fair enough.
OJ's orange juice when you want to murder your wife.
Green orange juice. That's right. It's the color of green, just
damn it.
like
Grape juice. It's kind of like orange juice.
orange mousse. It comes from Canada.
No rhyme orange juice because you can't rhyme with orange.
M&M orange juice. I bet he could rhyme with orange.
Spruce orange juice made with pines.
Orange bluche. That's right. It's a very
Florida orange juice, because that's where it comes from.
Disposable douche juice.
that was
Killed her.
great.
That was a
great, yeah.
knockout.
Was it douche orange
Juice is
juice?
bad, so just
It's even better when you douche with orange juice.
no.
That was great.
Yeah, but you don't want to douche with orange juice after you've douched with toothpaste.
It's true.
Because
Anyway.
chemical reactions.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, I gotcha.
Wow.
That was
Now,
stupid.
You
That's a great
got
pull,
this.
though. Yeah.
I just thought that would be a bad
It
mixture.
took me a moment. I was like, that was so dumb.
I hate
but now
you.
I appreciate that.
Okay, guys, Megan's out of here.
No.
Down to Nick and Phil. This is elimination round. Winner take all the money in my pockets.
Oh wow.
That's
Gladly.
Pocket full of change.
Whatever it is.
$1,007.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. It's a bunch of Monopoly.
A final
players.
item.
I asked maybe something you would be surprised to find in your living room. We got a burglar.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Gonna do a slogan for a burglar?
Slogan for burgling.
Burgling or burglar?
Whatever tickles your fancy.
Ram burglar. Hey, I'm a ram, and I also burglarize houses.
The spam burglar, he comes in and he opens things with a little can opener.
The cram burglar. That's right. I come here from the holidays. That's during Thanksgiving.
Japan burglar, he likes sushi and stealing things.
Hand burglar. I'll steal your hands, motherfucker.
Pan burglar, he only takes cooking items.
Lamb burglar. I steal lambs from.
A sham burglar, he doesn't really steal.
Chandler burglar. Am I right? From Friends. Could I be
Another-
any more of a burglar?
Another knockout.
Love it.
That was great. That was great. Some slogans there.
All right, Phil's our winner. How
That's
about
right.
that?
And
Send
as
him
the
money.
winner.
Where's the money?
That's right. Can I get that cash
Ooh,
now?
it's in my other
It's-
pockets.
Out of here.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So, everyone, we're now going to do a scene. We're going to just do a scene with these three improvisers. Oh, you know what? I'm going to probably need to get all these suggestions. Or, Dom, would you mind getting just as many suggestions as you
Can write it down
can? And if you wouldn't mind writing them down on all these.
We can just write them down.
He can recite.
Or you can just recite them, can't you? Just tell us.
Yeah,
Are you
just do
able
what I
to
did last
talk?
time.
Yeah.
Do you know words?
Can
Do
you
you
use your
have
big boy
a-
words? Big boy words. So basically, so if you can just get as many suggestions as you can, objects. Let's get a location. If we can get, like the cliques from high school, and maybe like a movie genre or something like that. But for right now, these improvisers are going to do a scene. Does anybody? You know what? We're gonna have Tito enter this scene in a little bit, in just a moment. But you two, we'll go ahead and get you two started with a suggestion of a location that you would find two people in. Something like a subway or a train, a waiting room. These two people are in a waiting room.
I really hope the results are okay. I don't know how to. I can't believe you put me in this position.
Look, whatever happens, I love you, and we'll be okay.
No, we won't. I don't love you.
But if the test results come in, we might not have a choice but to work this out.
I will leave you either way. I can't trust you anymore. We'll just.
I didn't know I was carrying the virus.
And you spread it to our unborn child.
It's actually it's good. It's good for children. It makes them stronger. It's worse when you get it as an adult. But if the virus is in you when you're born, it's like it gives you strength. I was
Well, that's good.
showing love.
Miss Beltani, it is I, Dr. Roberto. I have news.
What's the news, doctor?
The baby is real. And it is ready to be born. No. And you have a virus, and you are going to die.
Oh, how could you?
Scene. That was an intense drama there. I think at the end it got to one of those Nutellas. What did he call it? The Mexican Nutella. Yeah, it got there, but it was great. It was just like a soap opera right there. It's just like a baby who potentially has this virus, an unknown virus, which I don't think we named, but it's harmful
We
in
might
later
name it in the
years,
future.
but not in the beginning. So anyway, we're now going to change up. They're going to play this exact same scene, but they're going to change it up. Dom, can I get a suggestion? Do you have like a
So,
click from high
Click
school?
from high school, we
Yes.
got a secret fancy club only the jocks know about.
Okay, so
A
you are
secret-
now a part. They're going to play the scene as if they have. What was it again?
A secret fancy club that
club.
only the
Fancy
jocks know
club.
about?
Only the jocks
That
know
seems
about.
oxymoronic.
We'll go with the jocks. The jocks with the fancy club. Jocks
Yes.
with the fancy club is how you are now going to play this scene from the very beginning.
Bruh, I can't believe you did this to me. What the hell?
Well, I love you.
Well, I don't love you, bruh.
Oh, but what do you mean? Like, we're here together. I'm showing support.
I mean, like, I'm leaving, bruh. My Corvette's outside, and I got to go.
But what if the results come and, like, we're together forever?
I don't want that, bro. I don't want that, bro.
If I was able to show emotion, I would be crying right now.
I can't trust you no more. I can't trust you to have my back in the football games. I can't trust you to raise this monster with me.
Hey, it's Tom Bigley, football coach. Just here to let you know results are back. Hey, kid, great arm out there Saturday.
Thanks, Coach.
Just wanted you to know we are ready to hike that pigskin right out of you.
Okay,
Okay,
coach.
it's ready to go.
Okay, did I make the cut?
No, you're gonna get cut.
Oh, shit.
And see. That was pretty intense between bros there. Just bro, macho, testosterone
code.
energy. Bro code
Not
there.
bro.
Can I get another suggestion? Let's try, see if do you have a movie genre or like a TV genre, anything like that?
I didn't ask for those.
What'd you
No
get?
problem. What's
So let's
a...
go. If I have to make one up on the spot,
Sure. Did we not get any other suggestions
no.
other than fancy jokes?
fancy jokes.
Fancy
I mean,
Fancy jokes.
can you get a better suggestion?
You really
That's
Fancy
true.
jocks
We should have
with
ended
the-
there.
with
But
the-
what about a movie? Movie genre.
Let's go
Like-
jump scare
Jump scare horror.
B-rated movie.
Ooh, jump scare
B-horror.
B-horror movie. We are now going to play the scene as a jump scare B-horror movie.
Oh, my God. I didn't see you there. Oh, I'm terrified. I can't believe we're in this position.
You've got nothing to be afraid of.
I'm just so worried. I can't handle the suspense.
Everything will be okay.
No.
I love you. I love you.
I don't love you. Ah!
It seems we're having mental problems. That is okay. I can fix it with a tiny procedure. I will connect your mouths to your butts.
That sounds like a good idea, Doctor.
And see. That's awesome. Did you get any more suggestions, or should we just? No worries. We're just gonna end it right there.
All right.
Fuck
Once
it.
Human
We'll end up
Centipede
strong.
comes in, there's
Exactly.
no
Yeah.
We usually close on Human Centipede. And now we're gonna do a little something special. Everybody, give it up for our producer, Mr. Alicia Keys, Dom.
What
Yeah.
up?
Or just Dom. So he's
Good
gonna
to
host.
hear
We're
you.
gonna now have a little bit of an improvised debate, and he's gonna be our narrator here. And I'll let you. You know how to do the rest of this.
Yeah, so what I need is I'm actually going to Google here some news, just a topic in the news.
Nice.
What's first thing comes up is North Korea. Nobody cares.
That's fine. Quality.
got nothing on
Quality control.
Um,
Everybody's talking about that.
cars are driving backwards on the highway.
The news is cars are driving backwards on the highway.
That's a headline. Backwards commute.
All right, I will go ahead and start this off. Like, I feel like the future is fast approaching us, and I think we have a lot to do with. This has a lot to do with Elon Musk, who is actually like a genius. I've started to do research on this man, and he is very intelligent and smart. And just, I love the boldness of him. He just goes out there and he wants to build a rocket to Mars. He builds his own space company. He wants to have a car that runs on electricity, that's efficient and affordable. I mean, it was only like $35,000 for like what the Tesla E or something like that.
Challenge.
Tito.
Elon Musk is dating Grimes, and I don't understand why people are freaking out about it.
Proceed.
Grimes, for those of you who don't know, is an electronic music creator, and she's young and excellent at what she does. And given all the success that Elon Musk has had, it's kind of weird that it comes out like, I'm dating this person. Where it's like, what? What is this? Like, come on, like, cut him some slack. Don't be weird. Like, he's like creating the future for everybody.
A challenge.
Nick.
Elon Musk is developing his own line of musk oils.
Ooh, proceed.
The self-driving car and dating Grimes isn't really his true passion. He really wants to be a perfumier, as it were, and so he's designing his own special line of musk. called Musk's Musk, and it attracts electronic music stars.
Challenge.
Yeah, you.
Me? Okay.
Sorry.
My name is Phil. I'm the host.
I said that.
Anyway, I love cologne.
Proceed.
All right. So recently, I've been getting, well, not recently, but when I worked at Gordman's, my boss and I would always smell. She was really into perfumes and colognes, and she really helped me get a taste for it. And now I really enjoy colognes. Like I like going
Challenge.
to.
Colognes
Megan?
suck.
Proceed.
Ooh. So a little bit of cologne is nice. You know, you get that nice little scent of a guy. But men do not know how to put on a little scent. They usually shower themselves when they walk away, and you can still smell them 5 hours later. And then that just kind of makes us girls want to vomit a little bit. So I think colognes in moderation are nice. But
Challenge.
Tito.
I would hate to live in the time when patchouli was a good smell.
Noted. Well, Phil.
Challenge. I shower a lot. I can't remember my original point, but
Oh, proceed with
okay.
the
So
shower.
I have started to shower an awful lot because I now perform. Oh, this is a good time to plug. So I perform every Fridays at the Box
Challenge.
at 9.
Tito.
I perform every Fridays at 10:15 at the Box.
Noted.
On top of that, I actually do perform as well at 10:15 at the Box.
challenge.
Megan.
I don't perform anymore. I'm a student.
Challenge.
Tito.
Buck up there, kiddo. You'll get back on student team.
Proceed.
You know, you have 3 rounds to go through it. Like, I'm sure you haven't done all 3 rounds. You can do it again. You know, and when you go back there, you'll be like an old dog at it, and you'll be like leading the new students.
Challenge.
Phil.
I want an old dog to name her Lady.
Proceed.
I really wanted, when me and my girlfriend were looking for dogs to get, I was really looking for like an older dog that wouldn't probably be adopted right away, just because obviously I would just like to give her a good few years out of the shelter, but I also wanted to name her Lady or
Challenge.
Challenge.
Nick.
Old ladies also wear too much perfume.
Proceed.
I have had several situations where I've been. I saw an older woman who I knew in a sort of a social setting, and I went up to her and hugged her hello, and then had this sort of like very expensive smelling woman scent on me for the rest of the night.
Challenge.
Phil.
This is going to sound weird, but my grandma's carpet smells like perfume.
Has your
You wanna hear about
grandmother fallen down a lot?
You want to hear it?
Proceed.
Okay. There for a while, my grandma, she used to put in a ton of perfume as well, and it would actually fall to the floor, so much so that it seeped into the carpeting, and so she was getting rid of it, and it was a fairly new carpet, so my family just took it from her, and we put it into our room, and our room stunk. Well, not stunk, but I mean, it smelled just like my grandma. An old
Challenge.
Tito.
In the future, we will have carpets that won't absorb smells.
Ooh, proceed.
In the future, we will have carpets that won't absorb smells. Why? Because the modern-day prophet, Elon Musk, will invent such a thing, probably at the behest of his current girlfriend, Grimes, who probably has a better eye for fashion and things about the house than he does. Was that a little housewifey and sexist? Yeah, it totally was.
Challenge.
Megan.
Elon Musk wants to be the housewife in that relationship.
Yeah. Noted.
Anyways, as I was saying, Elon Musk will save the many perils of the future. Thank you.
All right, and that's
Nice.
the game, guys.
That is the end of that one. Thank you so much. We have one more thing to wrap up with you, Nick, if you want to lead us into that.
Speaking of wrapping it up,
Okay. Should I wrap it?
Gotcha.
Don't end up in
Wrap
the
it
waiting
before you
room to
tap
wrap
it.
it up.
There you go. Tap it
Okay,
up.
so our last game is going to be Sex with Me, where we get a suggestion from the audience or from our wonderful
Sorry.
producer,
Yeah.
and then we just we use that suggestion to describe what our sexual encounter with each of us would be like. So to get us started, we'd like a suggestion of some kind of object you might find in the Amazon Prime catalog that only appears online, not in print form.
Speakers.
Speakers.
Sex with me is like speakers. You're going to hear it surround sound.
Sex with me is like speakers. You just put it in the corner and enjoy.
Sex with me is like speakers. If it gets too loud, then it just kind of blows out.
Sex with me is like speakers. If you come too close, I'm gonna have a loud screech. Feedback.
Let's get. I couldn't think of anything. Let's get another item to keep this going. Something that you might find in a garage or on Amazon Prime again, because that's a pretty wide net to cast.
Yeah.
A screwdriver.
A screwdriver. Sex with me is like a screwdriver. Neat.
Sex with me is like a screwdriver. You only need to use one hand.
Sex with me is like a screwdriver flathead.
Sex with me is like a screwdriver. It kind of hurts when you turn it.
Sex with me is like a screwdriver. Your wrists are going to be painful the next day.
Sex with me is like a screwdriver. It's gonna split some wood.
Sex with me is like a screwdriver. I'll never be able to find you when I need you.
Sex with me is like a screwdriver. It's in my father's toolbox. I don't know what I was going to I had something else that I totally forgot.
Sex with me is like a screwdriver. You could find it in the back of the Home Depot.
Yeah.
Can we take it out?
Can we get another item?
Let's get
another
something other than item.
yeah,
Get
let's
like a
see.
We got
historical.
a suggestion from Princess Leia. Shackles.
Ooh. Sex with me is like shackles. We are gonna use them.
Sex with me is like shackles. It's mainly used on orphan children to make my jeans. Call back. Anyone? Call back.
Sex with me is like shackles. You're going to want to be restrained.
Sex with me is like shackles. You won't move and you won't want to move.
Sex with me is like shackles. You will never leave this room again.
Can we get another? I know,
like
like
that
a
was so dark.
like a historical figure or something.
I do have another one. I asked something you would find in a gym. Sweaty seat.
Sweaty
seat.
Sweaty seat.
Sex with me is like a sweaty seat. You're gonna be sliding off me all night. Okay.
Sex with me is like a sweaty seat because my ass gets sweaty.
Sex with me is like a
Not a
sweaty
joke.
seat. You gotta wipe before you can fuck.
Sex with me is like a sweaty seat. There'll definitely be an odor afterwards.
Sex with me, sex with me is like a sweaty seat. It was left over by someone I've never met before and probably will never see again.
Sex with me is like a sweaty seat. Probably due to all this pleather.
Sex with me is like a sweaty seat. There's probably some disease as a result.
Sex with me is like a sweaty seat. You don't know who was there last.
Sex with me is like a sweaty seat. There's going to be a lot of gym guys sitting on me.
Sex with me is like a sweaty seat. I don't know if that's actually sweat.
Okay, can we get like another?
Yeah, can we get another one? Like, what do you have another suggestion?
So-
I asked, what's the last thing you lost? A remote.
Remotes. Sex with me is like a remote in between the cushions.
Sex with me is like a faulty remote. Pause doesn't work.
Sex with me is like a remote. It's better if you push my buttons.
Sex with me is like a remote. It always increases in volume.
Sex with me is like a remote. If I'm drained, you just have to flip the batteries around.
Sex with me is like a remote. If something's not working, it's usually best to turn it over and check out what's going on in the back.
Sex with me is like a remote. I'm probably going to use something with batteries after.
All right, we'll go ahead and end it right there. We'll go ahead and end it right there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. What was it, Princess Leia, for all the suggestions?
Yeah.
Is it just Princess Leia? The Princess Leia? Sleia.
Sleia.
She's
Princess Leia.
Leia.
Sleia.
Princess Leia.
She's so
L-A-Y-A.
metal and nerdy
And
metal. So thank you so much for giving us all the suggestions. Of course, thank you to our producer here, Alicia Dom Keys. My sister was actually confused with why we kept calling you guys Alicia. She was like, I thought there was a girl that they were just oppressing in the back who was just like handling everything. But thank you guys for
that's Jill.
thank you guys for coming here. I appreciate you guys being
Thank
here.
you.
And
We
we'll see
appreciate
you
you.
hopefully next time. Right after this, we're gonna do some improv bagel, which is gonna be the long form improv podcast where we talk about our day and we just do some scenes based off of that. So
we have
we'll
some
see you
cool
guys.
people coming into that.
That's true, and we'll see you guys shortly over there at Color Circuit. If you're here, you know where it is. Bye. God, he is the worst. Anyway, hey guys, everyone. I hope the mics are muted for that part. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome to Improv Bagel, the only improv podcast on Color Circuit besides Improv Donut.
And it'll fit in the toaster.
That's right, and I am your host, Phil. And of course, with me, as always, my co-host, Dill. That's right. How's it going, Dill?
It's going good, Phil. How's it going, Phil?
It's going great, Dill. And of course, we got the usual cast of characters here in the brand new studio. Should I give out the address?
No.
Okay. So of course we got
The
the usual
apartment
cast
is between B and D.
That's right. You figure it out from there, America. Of course, returning as always, we got the usual cast of characters. We got the OG cast right here, the full cast, full bagel. We got Scott.
Hi.
Woo! Let's give it up for Scott, guys. Come on. He came all the way here
Yeah.
from Wiener Schnitzel, that bastard. How's it going, Scott?
It's going good.
Good. Well, now we got Wes over on this side.
Hello, everybody on the internet.
Woo! It's the Wes from Phil and Wes. Of course, this show is always sponsored by Phil and Wes. Make sure to check them out. We have a day coming up soon. I don't know if we can bring that up just yet, but
Keep talking.
we have a show coming up soon, possibly by the end of June. June.
Exciting.
By the end of June, we'll announce more as we get it, to be honest.
Cool.
So,
Don't stop.
believing. Correct. And of course, finishing my sentences over there, or starting them actually, is my friend
both.
Tito.
Tito, hey,
Hi, Tito.
I'm here.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just here. I'm just enjoying the new space, the new studio.
Really? Oh, do you know where the address is?
I do.
Do you want to give
but
it out?
I shan't tell.
Oh no!
I was sworn to secrecy through a blood oath.
Uh-oh, you guys had
We
that.
all received the blood oath.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Was it from your urine?
Blood? The blood?
Like it was for me.
The blood is as normal, yes.
Oh, okay, good. So we are going to...
How else do we bleed?
I drink a lot of glass.
Ah, good. So now what we are going to do, guys, for you is we're going to just have a little bit of conversation. We're just friends, and we just enjoy talking to one another.
This
So
is like when we get to hang out.
exactly, I don't see these guys
Yeah.
outside of this house, which is located at an unknown place, which we will hopefully reveal at the end of the episode.
We'll be dropping a GPS pinpoint.
So stay tuned to your Googles. But we are going to be doing a series of scenes that are going to be based on our conversations that we have. And we'll just go from there. So if you see something pop up randomly, that's what's going to happen. Of course, I want to give a shout out to Alicia on the keys back there.
Hey,
Our
Alicia.
producer.
Yeah.
Hey, there's his head. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's big.
Usually you don't get to see his head.
That's
We're lucky
right.
today.
And I want to give a shout out to our special audience, Megan over there, who's just on the last show. So in case we start floundering, she's going to give us suggestions. Anyway,
Yeah.
Tito, you were
Or shout
eager to
encouragement.
say something.
Well, talking about GPS coordinates to locate something, I was reminded of something that I did when I was younger, a teenager, for a little bit. Do you guys remember the fad of letterboxing, I believe it was called?
What's that?
Does this sound familiar to
Explain
you?
it again.
Yeah,
So
what's that?
perhaps it's changed name, but I remember it being referred to as this. People would take let's say like a plastic Tupperware container or something like that.
Right.
Inside, there would be a notepad. There'd be like a few pencils,
Right.
and there'd be like an ink pad in there. And so then you would take that, seal it up, and you would hide it somewhere in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would go to a website and you would leave clues with how to find it.
Yeah.
And then people would go there
Yeah.
and they would find it. They would have their own notepad.
Right.
You have a specialized stamp in that box, so they stamp their notepad, and then they take their specialized stamp and they stamp this notepad, write a
To
note.
confirm that.
Yeah, that they were there. It's like a little passport, and then they re-hide it, leave a note, and so you go and you find these things, and it'll be like there's like a garden.
It was like an urban scavenger hunt. I
Yeah,
remember that
exactly.
was like big, like when the internet was kind of coming out.
I did it a
Or-
few times with
Really?
with my first girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
I remember like we found one. We had to do like some math to figure out the coordinates and
Yeah.
stuff.
Ooh.
And like you open it up and there's this notepad and there's like weird cool stamps and there's like notes from people from like Germany and like Spain and like
That's
Kentucky.
interesting, yeah.
Like it was a really cool
Yeah.
thing.
And
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Geocaching.
Geocaching. I was just about to
Geocaching.
say, yeah.
There we
That's
go.
what it was.
Yeah, that's what
Geocaching. Yeah.
There was a wave of yes and
Yeah,
when I
yeah,
said
yeah.
geocaching.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever.
I still
That's
don't
what we
know.
call it in Toronto.
Toronto.
Geocaching.
Toronto.
It begins.
Princess
I
Leia
know.
wishes she was around when geocaching was a thing. Sorry.
Who's
Sa-
It's still. I'm
Princess?
positive it's
don't know.
still happening now.
Yeah,
Princess
you can
Leia.
Google it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I bet
it's
you
this thing called the Google.
It's probably fallen out of fad, but like it's not like somebody went and collected all the pieces and like
Right.
threw them away.
It's still
Yeah.
probably traveling. The stuff is still probably traveling the world.
I'm pretty sure this has to be around because it's like an urban scavenger hunt. Because I remember people would get really creative where they would put it. I listened to a podcast about it, and they would like hide it like in the subway, like in this one really deep dark place that you had to have like a GPS to locate it,
You
and you had
could
to
die getting
decode
to it.
everything. Yeah, you had to go feed off of rats for a few weeks.
How much do you want this box?
I was at a Breve the other day. They have like little sketchbooks out on the tables. And you
Oh,
can
do
flip
they?
through those, for like the past year or two, and just listen, read like nice little poems, or like calls for help or something. Like my dad hates me or something. I live in the basement. Please help. And then people write below it,
writing on.
And people are right. Did they leave like?
He's in the
oh,
bathroom right
sorry.
now.
Did they leave like GPS coordinates or anything so they can?
No, it's just there's
different
just
type of
a
geocaching.
plethora of different stories from people.
That's cool.
And
so
some
like
are
you
sad,
could
some are
just
happy.
go in there and write one.
Yeah.
Or cool.
Yep.
Well, honey, the coordinates have led us right to this abandoned house.
Well, I say we go right in.
Well, okay. I like your gumption, Betty.
Come in, young geocachers.
Oh, it's not abandoned.
Oh
Oh,
my, there's a voice.
Hello, I've been waiting for you for some time now, geocachers.
Well, this is fun.
this is a little more than I was expecting. I thought it would be just like a little box and then a little stamp.
I know.
So you want to proceed further? I must warn you that if you proceed any further, you may never come back.
You hear noise downstairs.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, like, we drove like 40 minutes to this place.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
ready to keep going.
we
Betty.
owe it to ourselves.
My goodness, like first one, I can't back out now.
Let's go down to the basement.
Well, let's what? Okay, we got some
Well,
trials
first
ahead
you
of
must
us.
you must put on these wristbands of acceptance, so you know that you have signed and consented to this geocaching experience.
Oh, that light on the wall just came on. There's the wristbands.
They're hot pink. I like
Oh,
that.
okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now
I
we
bet-
need
I
you
bet that's
to
a clue. That noise.
we
we're
need you
hearing a clue.
to decode this here padlock in order to gain access to the basement.
Well,
Let me
this
give you a
is a
hint.
lot of fun.
The password starts with 0724.
0724.
0724.
There's only three number slots.
And 0 is not 1.
Well, I guess it's 724.
You're always. Oh, there it is.
I call me a natural, Betty.
The
I think
the
you're
noise
on
gets
our
louder.
side.
The noise
Call
gets
me-
louder.
And now to proceed into this door, you require a key that should or should not be under this mat.
Well,
Ooh, well, let's look under the mat.
there's only one mat.
It's like,
Well, there
it's
it
right.
is.
Oh my god,
It's been here
we
the
are
whole
really,
time.
We're really good at geocaching.
Oh my god.
I gotta tell you, Ben, this is like a bit of like a video game. I feel like I'm going towards like a final boss or
I
something.
know. We should write a blog about this when we're
God.
done.
And now
Well, I'm gonna leave a long note of appreciation.
your final geocaching is to enter this cage with this young man in a burlap sack.
Oh,
Oh.
it's the.
Well, you always
Well,
want.
now hold on a second. This feels like a final boss or a thing. There's always like a trick to
It
beating.
sounds like a trick.
And
yeah.
the trick is you can't take your shoes.
Oh, that's
Did
a
he
help-
say juice?
We can't take a.
Put that
Well,
juice down and no
Oh.
shoes.
Yeah, you've been sipping on the orange juice. Like this is a gentleman's house. You don't want to.
Oh, you know
knock it
I'm
over.
thirsty though. I need to keep
Well,
my
then
blood
finish
sugar
it.
up. Okay.
Finish it. I want to finish the geocaching.
You see a body like just wriggling on the floor, clearly in a sack. Yeah.
Oh God, Betty.
I barely had a sip when I got into the
Betty.
house.
I think there's a thing in that sack wriggling in the cage. We should go check it out, eh?
Go ahead, open up this
Oh.
sack and see your next.
All right.
Well, here I am in the cage now. Let's go over to this sack.
It's a ruby cage. It didn't seem like that from the outside. All right, I'm undoing the.
Hey, Betty,
the
I just
tie.
want. But before we open, I just want to tell you that this is This is an amazing trip.
I don't want to get a divorce anymore.
I don't either. Like, God, like, just the thought that we just needed to cut Netflix out of our lives.
And do something. Do something. Get out of the house and wait a second. We're in the cage.
Oh, what? Hey, this is locked.
Wait a second.
Okay, this is part. No,
All right.
They're
testing us.
They're testing us.
Yes,
This
they
is
are.
part of it.
Yes,
No,
they are.
Testing you is not testing you.
Oh,
This is part. What? What were you gonna say,
I
Betty?
still need to undo the bag.
Well, okay, do it.
All right. Okay.
Head pops out. Are you guys geocaching?
Yeah.
So am I. I think this is a part of it.
Oh, this is
Oh shit! Oh, you haven't
exciting.
found what? Then you haven't
Gee
found it.
whiz.
You haven't got to the end
No, I
yet.
thought it was in the burlap sack. It's not.
I
it's
thought
somewhere
you
else.
were the prize.
All right, everyone.
looking.
Everyone, you've completed the challenges. It's time for upside down cake.
Yay! My favorite kind of cake.
Here it is. It's upside down. The scene's over now.
The scene's over.
Way to keep.
Controlled everything.
Way to keep the energy high at the end.
I know. I was like, yeah. I was hoping
wasn't
the
even
upside down cake
the
would be.
scene is over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Eat the
Dom.
cake. It's over.
Dom, cut the feed right now because everything is done.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
great.
that was fun.
Me too.
God.
Oh,
So,
we have Princess Leia on the line here. Leia, what do you say?
She says there was an app for it. Talking about geocaching. That was from like 2008.
Oh.
10-year anniversary. It'll make a resurgence.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, it looks like Princess Leia. You're gonna have to be the one to make this emerge again, and
Yeah.
hopefully you don't go into a burlap sack with a strange man and his weird wife.
Yeah, wait until you know him.
Yeah. I mean, don't just
Also,
keep that
burlap's
off the
good.
table
Burlap's
immediately.
itchy. Like, what's the purpose?
That's a terrible sack.
It's a terrible
It's a
sack.
terrible snap.
Like
It's
a
only
satin
used for
sack, that'd be
potatoes.
nice, or a velvet sack.
Yeah.
Well, potatoes are like they're known to be like naturally itchy, and so the burlap kind
That's
of
why I
takes
don't like
care of
eating
the
potatoes.
scratch.
Does it really?
Yeah,
It's
it
like
scratches them up.
oh yeah, it scratches their back
scratches
and it
their back,
scratches
yeah,
their
yeah.
You
Exactly.
can trust a vegan.
That's true.
I
yes.
know. Dude,
Oh, you know what's
I
interesting?
will never trust
all
a
the
vegan.
potato knowledge
Is now coming in handy for right now. Mark the day down, folks. But
so
actually,
excited.
I've been doing something a little different lately with myself. I've been, you might be a little bit proud of me,
you
but
putting your
I
hands
have.
backwards because this way could get boring.
Yes, I've been actually like just using my hands and always constant high five mode. But
Yeah,
I've been working out, I should say, and I've been dieting. And to help me eat right, I've been eating veggie burgers and veggie chicken patties.
Do you enjoy them?
They're fine. They're
Exactly.
okay.
Which ones are you eating?
I don't know. It's like Morning Star. They're like
That's
instant.
literally the worst one. You
Is
could
it
have
really?
chosen.
Why?
Yeah. Morning
Why is
Star
it? Tell me.
awful.
Take it
Tell me
from a
why.
vegan.
Well, because it tastes differently
Trust
than
a
the rest.
vegan.
That's like getting
Did you
like
say it tastes like
McDonald's McNuggets versus
Right.
like a nice
What-
restaurant's McNugget. Like there's differences in brands.
Right,
Like,
right.
Nice restaurant's McNuggets, huh?
A chicken tender.
Somebody who's above a chicken nugget over here.
You need to go to Vernon's Steakhouse to get the Gouda McNuggets.
Gouda McNuggets.
excuse me, sir. So wait, what are the specials tonight? I don't quite understand.
We have a fine pile of fried cut up chicken, the chicken McNuggets.
That's a fried cut up chicken.
Yes, indeed, yes. And we have a side of a barbecue sauce.
Francois, where do you want this quarter pounder with cheese?
Throw it in the back where the sun's shining.
Oh yeah.
Honey, I thought we came to like a nice. This is our anniversary. I don't.
Yeah, I looked it up on Google. It had like 3 stars,
Th-
and
It's a. This is our 50th anniversary. You brought me to a 3-star restaurant.
I thought 3 was good. I didn't know how strict the
In
reviews
in the year 2030, 3 out of 10 stars is not good.
Well, look,
It's not too, eh?
Look, you know, I
one
got
second,
rid of
just
all
one
my
second.
I got rid of my phone. You know, so I tried to.
Are you geocaching again? Why are you?
No, I'm not geocaching.
Oh,
I got
okay.
rid of my phone. I got rid of all technology around me, and I wanted this night to be nice. So I looked it up on the phone, and I thought 3. I thought it was out of 4.
Francois, where do you want this McRib?
Hey, put it under the stove where all the rats get doing.
Oh, Roger,
my
rat stove
God.
storage.
Bob, how could you do this to me?
Look,
I
we get-
love you.
I love you too.
It doesn't feel like love.
I thought it was out of 4.
Love is never out of 4.
Says who? Roger Egbert. He rates out of 4.
Yeah, but he's been dead for 70 years.
Oh, come on. Okay, let's just leave. Let's just go somewhere else.
Please.
Use your phone.
Well,
You pick the place.
I haven't.
Look, I wanted it to be a surprise for me, okay? And maybe it'll turn out good. We haven't even tried the food.
I listen. I don't trust it. These guys have very thick accents. You know how I feel about immigration.
I know that. That's something I think you should
Let's
work
have
on.
one dish. If we don't like it, we leave.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Yeah,
Okay with
let's
that?
try the chicken bits.
Wait, what are the? Yeah, what is that again?
The chicken McNuggets.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. How does
Wait,
it,
the
like
chicken McNuggets? Isn't that like copyright?
No, Mick makes them. Mick in the back.
Oh.
You're making the McNuggets.
Okay, that makes sense.
me over here?
Mick, they don't think you're making the nuggets.
I don't want any trouble. I was just.
Well, you think I don't make it enough? You think I just go to the store
Hey,
across
whoa.
the street and buy them?
They used to be called John.
Wait a minute.
Oh, we fired John.
If you have a problem with mixed nuggets,
I thought, but it's named the same thing at McDonald's. So, and there's one across the street. That's a little suspicious.
We'll take it. We'll take your Nick Nugget. Your Nick Nuggets.
Nick is not working today. We only have Mick nuggets.
Oh,
Mick. You're Mick.
I am Mick.
Okay, well, we'll take your nuggets.
All right. Do you want the 6 pieces?
6 pieces, the 10 pieces, or the 20 pieces.
Let's just do 6.
20 sounds
wait,
very excessive. Why?
Oh
are
no, there's 2. You
You get sauce with it as well. You like sweet and sour
Can
or
we, can we
Or a
just get,
Polynesian.
Polynesian.
can we
No,
just get
it is
one
our-
nugget to try it? We'll just chop it in half and try it.
wanna
well, like a
try the
single-
Nick-
can it be like
McNugget?
a bigger nugget though? Like, do you like have like a Big Mac Big Mac nugget or
Big Mac nuggets.
Big Mac nuggets.
I
that
cut
sounds
them out in
stupid.
the shape of a little boot and like a circle, but the boot is all I have that has extra nuggets.
Wait, I'm
Wait,
confused.
are you saying you cut it just like at McDonald's?
Uh-huh.
Are these from McDonald's?
No, this is mixed nuggets. I make them. I'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes.
Where are you going?
To the back. And I leave the window open, so if you feel a breeze, just don't worry. Mick is on his way to make them.
Well, I thought you were Mick.
I am.
Why? Oh, why are you talking
He's
to
going
yourself?
to make
He speaks in the third person.
Mick loves himself.
He just walked out the front door of the
Oh
restaurant.
no, no,
I can see him. He's walking up to the
He's a
drive-through.
very passionate man
He's
about
just talking
his
shit.
nuggets.
He's just ordering from the drive-through.
Oh my god. They gave him money and the McNuggets.
They gave him money.
I think they know him.
Oh, he kissed the lady.
Oh, Mick, where
I'm
you going?
back. I got them fresh.
It's in the McDonald's bag.
This is the McDonald's
This is
bag
the
from Mick, because I am Mick. It keeps them warm.
Oh,
All right.
Here you go. Francois, do you want to pass
We
these
gotta
out?
go.
absolutely.
clearly-
I do.
There you go.
How do you even keep this place afloat? You're selling
These
these.
are very, very hot. You should get on them now.
He's putting parsley around the plate to make it look fancy.
a little bit. No. You order the 10 or the 20?
We ordered one.
One
We just wanted to
nugget.
try one.
Yes. This is more circular. You can. There you go.
Wait, why'd you put parsley on the plate if you were just gonna hand me the nugget?
We are a 3-star restaurant for a reason.
That's it. That was beautiful.
Oh, goodness.
Great. 3-star restaurant. Let's go there.
Ooh, 3 stars.
Yeah.
Out of 4, not too bad.
Stupid.
They used to be called John's Nuggets.
John Nuggets.
John
he was the
Nuggets.
cook.
Then you just found Mick.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It
great.
was way better than
So that's how my diet has been going.
That sounds
So what's
good.
my brand? What are
Well,
some
I
top
gotta- yeah,
brands? Or
we
like what's
gotta-
one? Because it's just instant. It's because I can throw it in the microwave and I can just like heat it up for like a minute and a half.
Yeah, no,
and
we
then
gotta
put
get
some
you-
low carb tortillas. and
we
then
gotta get you like a list of like the companies and brands that make things like decently. Cause
Yeah.
I mean,
is that if I were to present that to you, is it just not vegan? Because essentially, I had somebody try one out, and they said it's essentially breading, is what it tastes like. It doesn't taste.
Breading isn't vegan.
well, you could read the
know.
ingredients and it'll tell you what's in it if that's what you're asking.
No. It would be easier if my friend of 20 years would just tell
Hey,
me.
will you eat this and tell me the ingredients?
Analyzing.
He's a food whisperer. Just
What are you?
High in starch.
There's a printout.
well, yeah.
Mostly chicken.
so pretty
That
vegan.
sounds vegan
Pretty
as hell.
vegan.
Yeah.
I will say it is though kind of working just because it's like it's very filling. So at least it's trying.
I
Because
do
I'm not,
like one of the like early feelings of being vegan. I've been vegan for like 8 or 9 years now. Thank you. The one guy.
I know, the one guy who really doesn't
hat.
care, but who will meet
Yeah,
in front of
to fucking, I need
Yeah.
to feel like a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a vegan
man,
groupie?
you don't slaughter no meat.
I don't slaughter no meat.
Unless it's in that bedroom.
That's right. Slaying that puh. Anyways. This is why we need females out.
I know you need to help us out here. Just yeah.
We have been
you-
here for like 50 minutes. That counts.
Yeah.
I don't know what is this. I don't know what that is. I do remember the feeling though of like not feeling full all the time.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like I realized like when I went vegan because I pretty much did it like cold turkey more or
Yeah, yeah.
less.
Yeah, cold turkey.
Like I didn't feel cold,
cold turkey.
cold
I love
tofurkey.
cold turkey.
I did it
Yeah,
cold
yeah.
tofurkey, and I do remember like not feeling like I was always like stuffed. Or
Yeah, I
full
do
or,
feel
like,
that.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I do feel that too, and that's why I supplemented with like Luna Bar, or,
Steak.
like chips, or
Wait, to make yourself feel that way?
a little
Like-
bit fuller, just
Oh,
to help.
okay, okay.
It just as a side, or like I'll have like half a cucumber. or
No, you're.
something.
I'm trying.
don't know what
I
I'm
was
doing
trying
with
to
my
kind
life.
of avoid that.
Oh,
wait, you're trying to
Where you're
avoid.
like, I don't feel gross. So I better eat a bag of
oh
chips.
well, I guess
to
trying to like,
supplement.
I guess
you
just
don't
trying
like
to feel a
feeling
little
full.
bit.
No, I don't.
fuller.
No, I don't feel like. I don't feel like heavy. Like.
Oh no, I don't want to feel heavy full, but I
like,
just like
not
because it's
hungry
like
anymore.
exactly
Right.
because it does feel like I'm missing something because obviously I'm not used to not eating protein like that meat that comes
Sure.
with protein.
This is a little like this is kind of on topic. I've been noticing that I've been answering this question differently recently. Like Jess says, like, "Are you hungry?" And I've been saying like, "I just don't get hungry." Like, I don't really feel that. I have another friend like that too. She said she like barely knows what it's like to feel hunger.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
always feels.
subscribers
yeah,
sustain
Yeah, yeah.
That's
them.
the same thing that's happening ever since I stopped doing sugar. I think sugar's the cause because sugar makes you crave it, and that's what we
Yeah.
consider hunger. But it's like if you cut out sugar and like refined grains or whatever, or
Wheat
yeah, like really
Sure, Alex
processed.
Jones.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, there's a bunch of vampires and stuff. No, but I think that's it. Super refined stuff.
Yeah.
Sure,
is
yeah,
what
I've
yeah,
also
gives you
cut out a
cravings.
lot of sugar as well. Like I used to at least have. I mean, lately I've been kind of falling off of it, but that's probably why. Like, because like when we've been going to back alley to like hang out just to get the special, you have a soda and 2 slices.
Can
I've
I
been
just
getting
get
the soda?
one soda
So.
instead of 2
And
sodas?
yeah, half
Yeah.
a soda and half of 2 slices.
Half of 2 slices. Yes.
Yes.
So one slice.
Half of 2 slices, please. No need
Makes
to
me
get
feel
snooty
better
with me,
about
madam.
myself. Yes.
Yeah.
And
It's the
half
same-
diet,
it's the same
half
amount.
regular Coke.
Yeah. if you could box the other half of the 2 slices and the other half of the soda for me.
Yeah, and
Separately?
also
Yeah.
like
Separate.
fill
I'm
that
taking
half
it
of
home.
soda with water. So it's basically
Yeah, so remove half of the soda,
Yes.
put it in a box for me for later,
Yes.
and then fill that half that you just
Soda in a
removed
box.
I'm not
with
putting
water.
soda in a box.
It's the basic unit of measurement at back alley.
yeah. Have you ever seen milk in a box? This is that.
I did a callback
what
to
do we-
last
yeah,
night.
what do we-
Juice in a box.
I don't know what's going on.
I did a-
They just went into an improv scene without telling us. Like, what the fuck?
My mind is blown right now, guys.
What's
you didn't even
going
get a
on?
suggestion or anything.
Okay.
Let's do a scene.
I got
we'll
one.
do a scene
I
based on
got
that.
it.
Okay, Wes.
Fill up your order is ready. Fill up.
Okay.
All right, here you go, sir.
Thanks.
Here's your drink cube.
Is that? Did you put it in there the way I wanted to? Like I said, sugar first, and then the water, and then
Yes. Yeah, it's all
Are
in
you
the
sure?
it's all in the containment cube.
that isn't what it looks like. It looks like you put in the water first, and then the sugar, and then the soda.
Philip, look, I
prefer Felipe.
Felipe. It's all in there. All the ingredients are in there. I mixed them up.
Can you open the box? I want to see what's in it.
Yeah, those. Well, no, I can't open a containment cube.
Open the containment cube.
You can only open it yourself. That's why they're safer than normal cups, because you can only insert your straw that you bought from our app store.
What the fuck? This isn't what Hey, listen. If I ordered this and I ordered it 24 hours ahead of time, right?
Yeah,
And I put it in correctly and it
Yes.
doesn't look like it's correct. If I ordered this way, this is what I'm expecting. So, if you could
it's
just
in there. But you need your straw to get into the cube.
Felipe, is this man bothering you here?
I
yes,
work here.
what's your name, sir?
This is Paul. He's new here. Paul, are you not satisfying the customer?
I'm just telling him that he needs his straw that he bought, and he has his code in it to put into the cube.
Sir, did you obtain all that information?
Yeah, I brought the straw.
Paul, we need you to satisfy the customers. Paul, I need you to get on top
I
of
was just
this.
asking him if he had the straw, and he has the straw. There's no problem.
Sir, is there any problem?
There's a problem.
I'm sorry, Paul. There is a problem here.
Why?
He
What?
said there was, and he's the customer. The customer is always right.
Oh, okay.
It says that right on your door.
I tacked that on there yesterday.
Okay, well, do you want a discount? I will give you a discount.
If I could get this for free and the next month's worth of orders for free,
No, that's ridiculous.
I will be satisfied.
Paul, are you offered a discount? We don't go to discount right away. We always
This guy's
offer.
freeloading.
What?
This guy's freeloading off of us.
Paul, I mean, if you were to get his order right, I don't know
Look,
if
I
I
don't-
can
I don't
believe
mean to-
you.
I don't wanna step
Customer
on
is
your-
always right. Why you think the customer would lie to my face? I'm the
It's
owner.
Yeah, but he's taking advantage of our business.
Sir, are you taking advantage of our business?
I wouldn't even think about it. I
He's
wouldn't
not
think
even
about it.
thinking about it, Paul.
Yeah,
and he's always
lying
right.
to you.
He's always right, Paul. The customer, I tagged it on
You
there.
have too
Ask
much
me the-
empathy.
What?
Ask me the last time I was wrong about
Oh,
something.
when were the last?
Never.
Never. I couldn't even get the question out. He knew it. Paul, he would
Steve,
not lie
look,
to
I
me.
don't want to step on your toe. I know you're the manager, but I'm pretty sure he's taking advantage of our company.
Look, we've already been through this. He is not taking advantage or anything like that. Sir, I mean, would you like some cube fries?
Anything that Eddie sentenced you of you offering me something, I'll take it.
He's going to take anything that we offer him.
Yeah,
So
but
we
you
are
have
going to
to-
offer him some love right
Offer
now.
me more.
Do you need some more love?
More love.
Paul, hug him.
I'm not. No, I don't have to do
I'm
that.
not
Paul?
leaving this restaurant until I am satisfied,
Paul, he
and a
needs
hug would do that.
Wait, you didn't even know you were gonna get a hug 4 seconds ago.
I knew it the moment I walked in.
He knew it, and he would not lie, Paul.
Yeah, but that's my space now. You're invading my space.
Is it okay if we invade his space?
This is the company of.
His
this is
He
the-
said it's okay if we invade your space.
Well, of course he would.
Well, he's always right. You think he
I'm
would
the
lie to us?
customer.
He's the customer.
Felipe is always right.
Felipe
I'm not
is always
giving any
right.
hugs. I'm not giving any
cool
hugs.
as hell. You're not giving Paul. Oh my
I'm
God.
cold.
Paul, give him your shirt.
I'm not taking off my shirt.
Paul, I need your
Okay,
shirt.
no,
Everyone
I'm
knows you have
leaving.
Rock Hard app. Get
no,
over
I
here.
quit.
What? You can't quit. Can you
Take
quit?
off
You
my cube
cannot
hat.
quit.
Get over
You're
here. I
not
got
allowed to
you. You cannot quit. He said so, and he would never lie to me.
This is assault.
Mr. Boss,
Yes.
I've been wanting to go to the. I'm sorry, Steven? Yes. I've been wanting to go to the carnival and ride the Ferris wheel.
Oh my God! Do you need someone to go with
and
you,
I need somebody to chauffeur me.
Paul? The customer is always right, and he's lonely
And cold.
and cold. Take your pants off.
If you didn't have all that, if I didn't owe you so much money.
That's the justification.
He really needs this job.
Oh, if I didn't owe you that all that money.
So much money. That's good.
Oh, that's silly. All right.
Ah,
This has been fun, guys. This has been a lot of fun.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
going well. It's going good for so far. So far, so good. What do you think, audience? So
Better than we
excited.
usually get. Yeah.
All right,
Usually
we got a
silence,
roaring
yes.
applause here.
Yeah,
We haven't talked to you, Scott, at all today. Tell me how you. Yeah.
Yes,
Scott.
you.
This Scott.
Me.
In the corner.
Scott. We're half for Scott right now. This is talking. This is Scott's talk right now. Scott's talk.
Scott talk.
Scott's talk.
Scott's
segment
cue
of
the
intro.
Improv Bagel.
Man, I want to leave right now.
If we can get the graphics team to work on Scott's talk right now. Get on
So,
it.
Scott.
Hey, Scott,
buddy,
tell
thanks
us,
for joining us
what is
again.
the deal with So how have you been? What have you been up to?
I've
Work?
been okay.
Cool.
Yeah, a lot of work.
Any play?
Any what?
Any play? All work or no play?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
No,
Are you a dull boy?
Are you holding
All
on because
work,
we're
no
halfway
play.
there?
Yeah. No, I actually hosted a game show or co-hosted a game show over the weekend.
Right. How'd that go?
Went very well. I was kind of the scorekeeper, a second fiddle to the main host, Kendra of
Kendra Brain?
Color Circuit.
Formerly
of Color Circuit fame. Yeah.
I mean KB.
Kendra. Is that better? Yeah. But no, it was a lot of fun. People came. We had a panel of people. Tito, you've done this show before.
I was on the first show.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Were you scorekeeper?
No, I was the
He's
contestant.
a part of
Nice.
the yeah.
Yeah,
So
they
who's
will
like
never
the-
ask me back.
Okay, cool. What?
Fresh revolving door.
They just
sure.
try to
Good
get
excuse.
like new people in. Like, so how does
Yeah.
it work? It just gets like a local comic
Well,
or
it's
a
a
funny
lot like
person. or-
Wait, Don't Tell Me or Ask Me Another on NPR, like quiz shows where you involve contestants. We get audience members eventually to come up and
Right.
compete and win prizes. and-
Yeah, there's the comics and a panel of pre-selected people in like
Right.
the first round, just kind of like juice the show and the audience.
Yeah,
Right.
and
You
we've
know?
actually evolved it to where the guest panel is more involved in the forthcoming or the rest of the rounds.
Yeah.
A lot of
Kinda swap
shouting
them
of
out.
points.
Yeah. So I was a scorekeeper and comic foil and everything. So yeah,
Ooh,
it
nice.
was
So
fun.
you're like, you are correct, sir.
And that's what she said, and other
And
jokes.
clearly, we're the only two who get that reference.
Is it? It's like in an.
Ayo!
It's like in an open mic setting, sort of, or is
No.
it like a theater?
Well, it's
It's
a place
also
called
no.
the
Orpheum, right?
It's a place called the Orpheum.
Oh, Orpheum.
Off of Second and Cole.
An
And
Orpheum,
just-
an Orpheum is like a gaping hole, with walls.
That's an orphan's heart.
Oh yes, sorry. I was getting mixed up.
We held the game show in the orphan's
The
heart.
boxcar.
Giant orphan's heart. We all 80 of us crammed inside and had a game show in an orphan's heart. That, for some reason, that's very intriguing to me. Holding a thing in an orphan's heart. It's very empty. And no, it was fun. So I did that over the weekend.
Awesome. That sounds fun. I'm going to have to go check it out. I was just busy. I'm always busy on the days.
July 7th is the next one.
July
I'm
7th.
busy
pretty
that
sure
day.
I'm doing
Probably.
that day too. So
What is that day?
It's a Saturday. We keep it Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We keep
usually
it
I play
Saturday.
on Saturday.
Oh, we doing?
Yeah.
Did you just look up DD?
No, but I'm pretty sure I'm signing up for that one as well.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Yeah,
Wait.
I might not be able to make that one, but
Well,
hopefully one day I'll come
one
around.
day,
so
yeah,
we get to play.
Wait,
I will put it in. No, I'll do that later.
Just do it now.
Yeah, if you could do
No,
it now, just
don't do it
walk
now.
us-
We're in the middle of the show.
walk
It's
us
rude.
through it.
Yes.
it's rude.
It's
says
rude.
right here on these rules.
On this
Says
keyboard.
no phone. Right
If you
before
arrange
pillows.
these letters,
Scott's
In a
Tots
fashion.
bad
Scott's
flashbacks.
What is
Scott's
that?
Tots. Scott's Tots.
Weird.
Yes, that's what I was going to.
Scott's Tots.
All right, we
What
are
are we
now
doing?
going to do a scene that takes place in an orphanage.
The young boy had been there for years. In fact, this was his third year in a cold winter. He walks over to the window to close it because of the breeze.
Oh, excuse me.
A little boy outside looks up.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind keeping that open? I could feel some hot air coming outside.
But if I don't close it, all the hot air will go out.
Oh, but I would bleed that so I don't die of coldness.
I'll tell you what. I'll put it down halfway. So I keep some of my hot air, and you get some of my hot air.
That sounds like a good, reasonable
Compromise.
compromise.
The boys compromised and never saw each other again. Wait! Wait, the boy is back at the window.
Oh.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I was wondering, if you wouldn't mind throwing out some of your leftovers when you eat today. There hasn't been anything in your garbage cans for a while, and I'm starving.
Oh, but you see, we have so little here at the orphanage that we eat all of the food up. There's nothing to put in the garbage.
He said with a handful of mashed potatoes in his hand.
Oh, well. Well, sir, I appreciate you taking your time. I'm not even good enough to be in the orphanage. I'm a sub-orphan who has only been...
not a sub-orphan. Those are the worst.
Yes, we are terrible. We have...
Sub-orphans were considered the scum of the street by locals.
I should call the constable on you.
Well, I hope you don't, because they're just gonna punch me in the face until I...
You know, I'd rather not to see that.
He closed the window and never saw the boy again. But wait! The boy outside the window came clamoring back. This time, frantically.
What the bloody hell was that?
Open the window, bitch!
He asked,
What do you want?
Hey, you little piece of crap. I just want you to know that I got a membership to Planet Fitness, and I am now buff, and I just don't appreciate you, and I think you treated me like even less of a sub-orphan.
he exclaimed with a warm heart.
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Howard, we do have plenty of mashed potatoes left, by the way.
Well, I don't need any of your mashed potatoes because I got a fish sandwich that's coming right to your face, hot off my arm.
Oh, is that so? You come over to the window and try to punch me through the window.
With pleasure, you piece of crap.
They were barely audible at this point. The boys ended up in fisticuffs. Mashed potatoes flew everywhere.
Those are quite good.
They all good, aren't they?
Take this.
Get that out of your mouth.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
I say, Muriel, that orphanage become more and more vile by the day.
I think they should tear it down.
Do do do
Is the rapture happening?
There's Jesus.
Who's coming? I will be on that ferry to heaven, but these fighting blokes won't.
The constable should shoot them all.
I hope he does.
And so he did. There were no more orphanages in ye old England. And the problem has been solved.
Thank you, everybody, so much. We're going to go ahead and call it right there. Thank you so much for tuning in to Improv Bagel. I have been your host, Phil, of course, co-host.
Phil.
And we got
Tito.
Wes.
Scott.
Stay tuned because in just a moment
Plugs?
we're going to be doing the new show. We're going to... Oh, wait. Are we going to do plugs now? Or we're not live streaming the other one, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so we'll do a quick round of plugs. Tito,
All right, I host
quick round of plugs.
Spitchbit Comedy with Mike every single Sunday at Bosey Brothers in Albuquerque. Also, check out the Hive long-form improv at the Box every single Friday at 10:15. Also, check out Albuquerque's podcast. Also, check out Fruitless Journey on Color Circuit. And this next week...
Wes.
Also, check out the Hive and keep your ears open for a Phil and Wes show coming up soon.
Woo! And Scott.
Fruitless Journey, as mentioned by Tito, every Sunday, but this Sunday we'll be going to starting at a new time, 2 p.m. Mountain
I
Time.
agree with this. Me and Scott playing video games and riffing the Dickens.
Oh, it's great.
It sounds hilarious. Dylan.
I
Or
will
should I
be
do
doing
one
a
last?
comedy show June 30th, I think. Rio Grande Brewery.
Brewery.
Rio Bravo.
Rio
Bravo
Bravo
Brewery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Friday.
Awesome. Cool. I'm going to have to try and check it out.
Also, make sure to like, share, subscribe, twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live, and youtube.com/Color Circuit. We're at facebook.com/Color Circuit Live, Instagram at color.circuit.live, Twitter at CLR Circuit Live. And check out this new show that we're going to be doing.
That's right. We're going to be doing that exclusively on the YouTube page, so go check that out. We're going to have a special guest coming up shortly. You don't know who she is yet, but I'm going to go ahead and give my plugs out too.
Thank you for the bit.
Thank you guys, everybody, so much. Let me go ahead and give out my plugs. I'm going to be playing with the show pretty much all this month at 9 p.m. at the Box Theater. That's the show in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the Box. And then after that, on Fridays, 10:15, I'm playing with the Hive as well. Phil and Wes are going to be doing our own thing or another show by the end of this month. So just stay tuned, everybody. We expect you all here, Color Circuit, or I swear to God. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll be coming back at you again. Thank you to everyone who played in Donut, and everybody who played in Bagel. Have a good day. Bonut.
The exit video.
Exit video. Thank you, guys, and thank you, Alicia. Thank you, audience. Goodbye. That was a good show back, guys.
That was a lot of fun, guys. Yeah. You know what I think makes a difference? The AC. I feel like it's